Hey everyone, Mr. Bryan here, bringing you week 11 of our drama time together. Now, with the Quinn Street Project, we've talked about many different ideas, many different parts of drama. And at the core, drama is all about telling a story using the three tools of the actor: body, let's do it together, one more time. Body, voice, imagination. All right? And this week specifically, we're going to be talking about stage and audience. Stage and audience. I want you to imagine the stage in the auditorium, the multi-purpose room, the cafeteria, wherever your stage might be, where they have plays, where they have recitals, where people come up for assemblies while we all watch. All right, the people on stage, that's the stage. That's where the storytellers are. That's where the people who talk are. And the audience are the people watching. So when we talk about stage and audience, we are talking about communicating. Remember, we're storytellers. And remember, we have an audience in front of us. So we always want to keep that in mind. We want to communicate that. Now, in this case, we have our audience in front of us, which is you. Excuse me while I try not to sneeze. And our stage is this frame, the Zoom area. So make sure you have enough space, as I always ask. Make sure you have water. All right, our stage is right here on camera in the frame that we have. Our audience is the people watching. All right, so is there anything else I'm going through here? We talked about, so let's just review one more time. We talked about ensemble, working together as a team. We talked about movement, the different kinds. Pantomime, which is silent movement. And tableau, which is like a statue, a frozen picture. And different kinds of movement help us understand different kinds of characters in the story. Beginning, middle, and end, we talked about that. The beginning, how a story starts. The setting. The middle, which is the problem or conflict, and end, how the problem is solved. We talked about dialogue and narrative. Dialogue being what the character says, the words that they say, the words that they speak to the other characters. And we talked about narrative, which is the description or action. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Grace, and she really wanted to be president. And she might have said, "No girl presidents?" The narration would be, she was shocked. All right, you get it. All right, and voice was another part where we talked about using our voice to create different characters, using our voice, the different parts of our voice. We talked about emotions and feelings. We talked about improvisation, acting without a script. We talked about tech and design. We got to make our own blueprint, our own designs for Grace for President. We are doing rehearsal. We did rehearsal last time and being able to practice the play with the script that we had. And this week we're talking about stage and audience. All right. So before we move on, make sure there's nothing else here. I want you to think of one word that describes how you and no one else is feeling today. So think of that one word. Think of that one word. You have 5 seconds from when I say go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Whatever that one word is, become a statue using that one word. So if you're hungry, if you're angry, if you're sad, show me that statue that shows how you are feeling, all right? Think of a clear emotion, whatever that is, and go. Form that statue in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Excellent. And let that go, shake it off. We are aware of how we're feeling today, so let's warm up together. And actually, let's remind ourselves of ensemble. All right, so what I want you to do, take a big deep breath in, big deep breath out. I want you to simply, don't repeat what I say, but I want you to just follow along with me. I'll let you know when it's over. See if you can match the speed of my movement. not a race. Keep breathing. All right. I want you to pause for just a moment, get some water, take a quick break, and we'll meet back in about 30 seconds, all right? And 30 seconds begins now. Welcome back, everyone. All right, so let's warm up, all right? Let's warm up those 3 toes of the actor. So right now, make sure you have enough space. I'm gonna try and make sure you can see me. And feet are planted into the ground, shoulder width apart. Raise your hands up high as you can. Reach as high as you can, top of your head. Reach with your tips of your fingers, top of your head, shoulders, arms reaching up as high as you can. Drop one hand. Keep reaching, drop the other hand. Keep reaching. Wave your hands this way, wave them in the air like you just don't care and give me a yay! And stop, and drop this arm at the elbow. Keep reaching, and drop this arm at the elbow. I'm gonna step forward here, but you don't have to. And raise those shoulders up high, down low, to the side, and slowly up and down, and fly away like crazy, but stay on the ground, and fly away, and stop. Drop this arm, but not the shoulder. Drop this arm, but not the shoulder. And give me your best penguin waddle with these shoulders up when I say go and not before. Ready, go. 5, 4, give me your dance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Drop this shoulder, but nothing else. This shoulder is still up. Look at me right now. Lean back and say, what's up? And look at me right now. Bow politely and say, good day, neighbor. Excellent. And let's drop that shoulder, shall we? Let's shake that out, and use our imagination. Reach behind us and pull out our drama crayon and say, hello, crayon. So it's pointing at the ceiling. Say, hello, crayon. And take that crayon, put it on your head, tie it in, lock it in, make sure it's nice and secure, and we're good. And what I want you to do, draw a circle on the ceiling. Remember, it's not a race, it's not about going fast, we're drawing a circle on the ceiling. And other way, draw that circle on the ceiling. I won't tell your parents. And stop, untie, unlock, unsecure that crayon. Look at that crayon and say, goodbye, crayon, and throw it behind you. Excellent. Now what I want you to do, I want you to stick out your tongue, and eyes big, body nice and big, and show me your lion face. And get nice and small, show me your lemon face. Lion face. Lemon face. One more, lion face. Lemon face. And as small as you can, and show me your superhero pose. Give me a tra-la-la. I forgot my hand in the air. One more time, superhero pose, tra-la-la. Chest out, hands on our hips, nice and tall, and evil villain pose. Superhero pose, tra-la-la. Evil villain pose. And shake that off. Now what I want you to do, I want you to reach behind you, use your imagination, and pull out your box of string. Say, hello, box of string. Open up that box and put it in front of you. Now some magic string is inside, so let's pull out a piece, lick it, put it on your chin, take out another piece, lick it, put it on your cheek, take out another piece, lick it, put it on your other cheek, take out one more piece, lick it, put it on your forehead. All right, That box is nice and safe there. Grab all those pieces and pull it a few different ways. Make sure it's nice and secure. And in a circle, going this way. Okay, other way. And this way as fast as you can. Go. Stop. This way, slowly, but not so slow that we're not moving. Really stretch. Down. And grab those scissors that are in the box. Cut that string, that magic string. Get those pieces and the scissors, put it back in the box because the string is back together. Round of applause for that. Close up that box and say in your most dramatic voice, "Goodbye, box," and throw it behind you. Excellent. Now what I want you to do, I want you right now to let's do this. I want you right now to put your hands on your knees and small circles. Repeat after me. Zoom. You're making a small circle with your knees. Give me a zoom. Hands on your hips. Repeat after me. Whoa. Let's go the other way. Whoa. Excellent. Put your hands on your belly. Right in your belly here. Let me see if I can back up so you can see me a little better. There we go. And repeat after me. Mamma mia, that's a big pizza. Now you. Repeat after me. Mamma mia, es un grande pizza. Excellent. Now show me your chicken wings. Let's get some air under those wings to lift them up. Give me a sha. Give me a sha. Give me a sha sha sha. Up here, give me a ha. Up here, give me a ha. Give me a ha ha ha. Up here, give me a doll. Give me a darling, you look marvelous. Up here, give me a pay. Pay me some money. Up here, shooting off the top of our head without hurting our voice. Ging. Back down here, pay. Coming from here, doll. Shoulders, ha ha ha. Good, give me a sha sha sha. Down here, give me a, in Spanish first. Mamma mia, es un grande pizza. Good. And now, mamma mia, that's a big pizza. Hands on our hips. Give me a big whoa. Good. Hands on our knees. Give me a zoom. Good. Repeat after me. And what I want you to do, I want you to say ba. Ba 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 ba. Give me a da. Da 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 da. Give me a ga. Ga 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 ga. Give me a pa. Pa 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 pa. Give me a ta. Ta 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 ta. Give me a sa. Sa 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 sa. Give me a va with a V. Va. Va 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 va. And excellent. What I want you to do now is give yourselves a round of applause. Get some water, 30 seconds. Try not to keep it much longer than that, and then we will welcome back. For this next part of class, we are doing something called round of applause or applause. And it's about understanding what an applause feels like. And it's also about understanding to respect and to be good listeners. All right? Because a lot of the times when we're on stage, I want us to remember from both sides. As a performer, it's not always easy being out there. It's really satisfying and it's a lot of work, but you deserve to feel good about it. And when you're in the audience, we need to remember that it's a lot of work and we want to be invested. We want to pay attention, and to show our appreciation, we give applause. So for this next activity, I want you to think of either a dance or a pose or a really cool fact about you, because you will have 30 seconds. You must either stay in that pose or in that dance or keep talking for that 30 seconds. I'll give you an example here. what you're going to do when it is your turn, I will say go. You are going to say, hi, my name is, and then you're going to say either something cool about yourself, a random fact. You can do a pose and stay frozen in that pose, or you can do a dance for the next 30 seconds, whatever it is, because at the end of that 30 seconds, I want you to know what the applause feels like. All right? So I'm going to have something set up here, but everyone deserves to have that. All right? And when I say take a bow, that is when you may take a bow. But when you are done, you are not to do anything but wait. All right? And now, let's see here. So, let's see if I can get this right and set it up here. If not, I may have to re-record and set it up, but we'll give it a try. 30 seconds are on the clock. All right? When time is up, you will know. So, get yourselves ready. If you need to pause to think of one dance move that you can do for 30 seconds, do so. But remember, when time is up, you must take your applause, and then I will say when to take a bow. All right? So I'm trusting you. All right? So let's see here. 30 seconds is on the clock. Remember, your instructions are, hello, my name is, and I'll just do my example. Hello, my name is Mr. Bryan, and this is my dance. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds because you'll know when 30 seconds is up. So don't worry about it. Take your time. No one else is going to see it. And once that is up, I'm going to say time's up. You're going to get your applause. And then I will say, only when I say I will say, take a bow. Then you may take a bow and you're all done. That's it. Boom, finished. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. If you need to pause to figure out what you're going to do so. Don't think about it too much. Remember, if you're going to choose to talk, tell us whatever the random fact is about you. It could be the last place you went on vacation and why you liked it. And that's it. All right, the beeper will go, the timer will go. I'll let you know. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, and get yourself set. And I'm just going to hit go. Go. Don't stop moving. Don't stop talking. Whichever one you decided. Two, one, and time is up. Stay there because I want you to get your applause. And I'm going to applaud too, but I'm going to help it out with this. And let's keep that applause going. You deserve to feel that, hear that. Great job. Round of applause, round of applause. And now you may take a bow. All right. Great job. Thank you for participating in that. The point is everyone deserves to know how that feels. All right. And we'll return in just a second. So take one more water break and then we'll continue. Welcome back, everybody. All right. So now that we've gotten that feeling for how about stage and audience, what I would like to do now is I'm going to give you an option. Not really so much an option as it is I like to practice the play with you. So based off what I sent you last time, you have the script. All I want you to do, as much as we can, we're going to be playing the parts of students in the story. So as storytellers, when I read the story, follow along and I will help you. So remember, the parts in orange on the script that I sent you last time are what we're doing. And if we're not sure what to do, I'm here to help you. And you're simply gonna, remember, you are students. So when you're doing that, you are sitting at your desk, pretending there's a desk there, and you're being the best students, and you're reacting, and you're listening, and you're following along with the story as best you can. If you wanna show me emotion in your face, that is awesome. I would love that. If you're not sure what to do and you just want to sit here and listen, that's great too. We're all a team, we're all an ensemble, and we're going to work this out together. All right? So if you need to get ready, pause and then hit resume or play when you're ready. But otherwise, I'm going to move along. All right? So, grace for president. Everyone starts sitting as students, hands at your desk. Chins up, big smiles. One Monday morning in September, Mrs. Barrington rolled out a big poster with all the president's pictures on it. Grace Campbell could not believe her eyes. Where are the girls? I want everyone to shrug your shoulders like, I don't know. And then go back to sitting as students, the sweetest students, hands together in your desk. That is a very good question, said Mrs. Barrington. The truth is, our country has never had a woman president. No girl president? Ever? Grace asked. No, I'm afraid not. Everyone cross your arms and show me your mad faces. Grace sat at her desk and stewed. No, girls, who'd ever heard of such a crazy thing? Finally, she raised her hand. Everyone raise one hand and hold it up in the air. Yes, Grace. Everyone put your hand down. Go back to sitting as students. I've been thinking it over, and I'd like to be president. Several students in the class laughed, and I want everyone to give me a 3 ha-ha-has. Ha-ha-ha. And go back to sitting as students. Well, I think that's a star-spangled idea, Grace, said Mrs. Barrington. In fact, we can have our own election right here at Woodrow Wilson Elementary. The snickering in the room stopped. Grace smiled. Everyone smile your biggest smile. And go back to sitting as students. Would anyone else like to run for president? Mrs. Barrington asked the class. Nobody raised their hand. Becoming president was going to be easy, Grace thought. The next day, Mrs. Barrington made an announcement. In the name of democracy, I have invited Mr. Waller's class to join our election. Their class has nominated Thomas Cobb to be the presidential candidate. Grace's heart sank. Everyone show me a gasp and freeze in that face. Gasp! And relax. Thomas was a school spelling bee champion, and you could all sit at your desk like we're doing. His experiments always took a blue ribbon at the science fair, and he was captain of the soccer team. Becoming president wasn't going to be so easy after all, Grace thought. Everyone's back to sitting as students if we're not already. The teachers put the names of all 50 states and the District of Columbia into a hat. Everyone except for Grace and Thomas got to choose a state. I'm Texas, said Anthony. I'm New Hampshire, said Rose. I'm Michigan, said Robbie. What does the number 16 mean? Each state is assigned a number of electoral votes. That number is determined by how many people live in that state, said Mrs. Barrington. Each of you will be a representative for your state. Altogether, our country has 538 electoral votes, Mr. Waller explained. On election day, the candidate who receives 270 votes or more, electoral votes or more, wins the election. Why 270? Asked Rose. That is more than half of all the electoral votes, Mr. Waller said. Whew, becoming president really wasn't going to be so easy, Grace thought. Grace made a campaign slogan. Make history. Vote Grace Campbell for president. Everyone repeat. Make history. Vote Grace Campbell for president. Thomas came up with his own campaign slogan. Vote Thomas Cobb, the best man for the job. Everyone say, vote. Oh, sorry. Everyone say, vote for Thomas Cobb. Grace listened to what issues were important to the students, and she made a list of campaign promises. A peaceful school, no bullies. Can everyone say, no bullies? A cleaner school, no littering. Can everyone say, no littering? Better hot lunches, no more fish stick tacos. And everyone, can you say, no more fish stick tacos? Thomas made up his own list of promises. Free tutoring, free soccer lessons, fish stick tacos every week. Can you all say, hooray? Grace made campaign posters and buttons. Thomas made posters and buttons too. I want everyone to make posters. Imagine you have the utensils, making the posters in your own space. Use your imagination. Go for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to sitting as students and really listening. Because I want you to imagine Grace and Thomas are right there giving speeches. And I want you to listen. Show me on your face your reaction, how you feel. Grace continued to campaign. At recess, she gave speeches. During lunch, she handed out free cupcakes. How do you feel about that? You like cupcakes? Yeah? After school, she held rallies. Meanwhile, Thomas wasn't worried. He had cleverly calculated the boys held slightly more electoral votes than the girls. At recess, Thomas studied his spelling words. During lunch, he worked on his latest science experiment. After school, Thomas played soccer. Even before the election, Grace made good on her promises. She joined the safety squad. She organized a school beautification committee. How do you feel about that, everyone? And she volunteered her time in the school cafeteria. In early November, Woodrow Wilson Elementary hosted a special Election Day assembly. Grace and Thomas took their places on stage as the school band began to play. Everyone, I want you to take your instrument, use your imagination, take that instrument that's in your mind, and for 5 seconds, play it until I say stop. Go! 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Back to sitting as students and listen, really listen, and show me on your face those emotions, how you feel as the story goes on. Henry was the first representative to approach the microphone. The Yellowhammer state of Alabama casts its 9 electoral votes for Thomas Cobb. Fletcher said, the last frontier state of Alaska casts its 3 electoral votes for the best man for the job, Thomas Cobb. And Hannah called out, the Grand Canyon state of Arizona casts its 11 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. And so it went. State after state after state cast their electoral votes. The scoreboard in the gymnasium kept track of the totals. The voting demonstration was quickly coming to an end. Clara approached the podium. The Badger state of Wisconsin casts its 10 votes for my best friend, Grace Campbell. Grace looked at the scoreboard. Uh-oh. Thomas had 268 electoral votes. She had 267. And there was only one state still unaccounted for, Wyoming. Thomas grinned. Can everyone smile? Grace felt sick. Everyone grab your stomach like you're feeling sick. Ooh. Sam walked up to the microphone. I want everyone to sit and listen. I want you to lean in. He looked at Thomas. Everyone look to your left. He looked at Grace. Everyone look to your right. He looked down at Grace's handmade flag. I want you to look down. Imagine that handmade flag is right there. Sam didn't say a word. What are you waiting for? Thomas whispered. The band stopped playing. I want everyone to lean forward, put your hands on your chin like you really want to know. All eyes were on Wyoming. Finally, Sam cleared his throat. Everyone clear your throat. The equality state of Wyoming cast its 3 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. Everyone say hooray! The gymnasium erupted in loud cheers. Mrs. Barrington approached the podium. With 270 electoral votes, the winner is Grace Campbell. Thomas looked stunned. Can you show me your surprised face? Grace hugged Sam. Why'd you do it? She asked. Sam handed Grace his flag. Because, he said, I thought you were the best person for the job. The following week, students in Mrs. Barrington's class were preparing for their career day presentations. Can you everyone sit back as students? Grace volunteered to go first. She stood at the front of the room and glanced at the posters still hanging on the wall. My name is Grace Campbell, and when I grow up, I'm going to be President of the United States. This time, everyone believed she would. Can everyone say, hip hip hooray? Can everyone say, the end? Can everyone, right where you are, take a bow on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Excellent, excellent. And let me give you a round of applause for that wonderful performance. And we'll pause for just a sec, take a water break if you need, and then we'll finish up. Great job. All right, everyone, I want to say how much I appreciate you and all the hard work that you put in. If you would like to practice more, you may. Otherwise, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email your teacher and they will email it to us. Otherwise, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And today we talked about stage and audience. We reviewed a little bit. And all I ask you to do is try. All right, try your best. All right, and put your hands in the middle. We'll say drama class on 3. 1, 2, 3, drama class. All right, everyone, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.